And today is our first day in Premiere, so let's go ahead and get started. So there are several ways that we can get to this program. We can click and see if it's in your dock already. If it's not, you can hit Command Space or not. It looks like that my shortcut has quits working. That's just fine because I can hit the magnifying glass right here, and I'm going to type in Premiere, and you'll see I have Premiere Pro. Some of you may start seeing a year above me, so maybe say 2026 or 2024. I want you to pick the highest year version that you have, whatever that may be. I'm going to hit return. And here it is. And it's saying Premiere Pro requires access to the following photos. So if it's, or folders. So if they ask you to have access to something, I just want you to say yes to everything. Make sure that you get that done. Okay, it's got to quit. That's perfectly fine. Let's make sure this is turned on. Okay, get that turned on. If you need help from me, we'll do it. Let's try again. And remember, if you want to keep this program in your dock, you right click and you say options and you'll say keep in dock, and then you can drag this around where you want to keep it. So you may want to put it toward the front of the dock since we're working a lot from that now. Okay, so as you can see, we have a welcome menu. We can look up our menus at the top. You can see that some things look familiar, like file and edit, and then there's some different things: clips, sequence, markers, graphics, and tiles. And then here's some new, or some old ones again: view and window. Okay, so when it comes to workspaces, I'm going to show you which one I want you to work on here in a second. So what we're going to do is hit new project. Okay, and for this project name, I want you to write example and then your name. And then for the location, I want you to hit browse. And you're going to go ahead and set up a new folder in digital media. So you can see I'm in digital media. Here's my desktop, my digital media folder. And you can create a new Premiere folder if it's not already there. And let's call this one example. We're just getting ready. But once you kind of set this up, it gets easier. So you can see example brown is going in the folder example. Hit select. And the template, I don't want any. And then I want you to say skip import mode. And I want you to say create. Okay, so it looks a lot different than the other Adobe programs. And the main thing that's different is usually there's one artboard or there was one canvas that you work on. But really there's going to be several canvases that you work on to get what you want. But the preview is going to be in this window right here called program. So everything we create, you can preview it here in the program to make sure that it's working. Okay, source means the clip that you're currently working on. Okay, so you can click on here and you can edit just that certain clip. Now, this is where we're going to be able to select our media. So we're going to be doing movies, we're going to have still images, we're going to have music, and from there we're going to be able to animate them. Okay, timeline is we're then going to tell our media what to do, when to come in, when to come out, and so that's going to happen within here. And we actually have just very few tools in our toolbars. Okay. And then in properties, we'll see what this looks like. This funny thing over here measures your sound in decibels, okay? So let's go to workspaces, and you can see that there's a lot of different options. If all else fails, go to essentials, and this is basically what I want it to look like from here on out. Okay, so you're going to get to a point, oh, look at that warning just going off. Okay. So this is what you basically want to happen. If for some reason you start dragging panels around and you lose it, you close out of it, you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? You can go to workspaces and you can reset it, of course. So I can go to effects and then workspace, and I'm going to go to essentials, and now it puts it all back for me. Okay, so if everything goes wrong, anything goes wrong, you can just go back to that and you will be just fine. If there is a panel you're looking for and you can't find it, you can always go into here and then find the project or the panel that you want. And it's going to come up over here for me, and it will highlight it in blue so you can edit it this way. If you get a workspace that you just really like, remember you can go up to Window, Workspaces, and then save as a new workspace. So you could call it, like Brown's workspace. So I know you're going to get to a point where there's a way that you like things. So you can just do it that way as well. Okay. Is there anything that we're going to go to editing right now? I'm going to switch it to editing. Okay. So if we want to work in the timeline, you can see here what we want to do is to create a new timeline. And anytime we want to create a new item, we're going to go here and it will say new item. And in the timeline, you place what is called a sequence. And your sequence is basically time moving forward and how that's going to look. So I'm going to say new sequence. And you can go through here and you can pick several different ones, okay? For right now, I want you to do HD 1080p 23.976 frame per second. This is industry standard, okay? There's lots of different options, but this is the one I'm going to choose, and you can call that whatever you want. So you could have it scene 1, sequence 1, whatever you want it to be. So just for fun, let's put example and then hit OK. So now you can see that I can scrub. This is called your playhead right here. And I can scrub through time and it will move forward. Right now, it's not going to play anything because there's nothing. There's nothing in existence, okay? So you can tell by my program that there is nothing there, okay? But things will come up. We're also going to do a little bit of animation in Effect Controls, and that will come up. And then metadata. We're not going to worry about that. We're rarely going to look at it, so I'm going to hit Close Panel, and it moves it away. Audio Clip Mixer, we're not going to use it for this one, so I can say Close Panel, and it gets rid of it for me. Okay, so let's bring in some media. And I want you to go, let's actually right-click on your project here, and you see it says Example Brown, and I want to say Import. Now, I want you to go to Digital Media, and I want you to pick something from Photoshop or Illustrator. I don't care. Just pick something so that we can play with some different things. I'm going to pick, but I want you to pick like a PDF or let's pick a JPEG of some kind. So let's find a JPEG. I'm going to go into King Kong versus Godzilla. So let's just go to that one. That will be the easiest. Photoshop King Kong versus Godzilla. And then let's just pick Godzilla or King Kong, your choice. You can pick one there. And then you can see King Kong comes in here. Okay, then if you look over here, you can see that we have different tracks. That's what this is. V stands for visual, A stands for audio, okay? So I'm gonna take King Kong and I'm going to click and drag him to my timeline. And so you can see that he is purple, and when I kind of go toward the edges, I get this red arrow. And if I click and drag it, I can tell it how long I want that still image to last in my timeline. So if I look in here, I'm going to put it at about a minute, okay? So it's moving in time, but you can't see it because I just have it holding still. If you want to change how quickly you see things in the timeline, I want you to drag the bar at the bottom, okay? And that way I can see into the seconds in a little bit more detail, okay? So I only want this to last about 10 seconds, so I can go into here and I'm going to put it in this position. So I'm going to put, this is the second, less than it, and I'm going to put it here. So here is the 10-second mark. It puts it exactly in my playhead. I can take my mouse to the end and let's grab it, and now you can see I have 10 seconds of King Kong, which seems forever when he's just holding still. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click him and then make sure you pull up effect controls. If you don't have it or you can't see it, go up to window and go to effect controls and you can see him. Okay, I have him selected. I'm going to go down to motion, and he's a little bit too big for my screen, so I can change the scale, okay, so that he fits within there. Okay, so I can change the scale, and now he fits in there just fine. Okay, so this is where this is where we're gonna keep our media. This is how we control our time. This is how we're going to do our effects, and then the program is where everything's going to be. I'm going to show you one last thing, and then I'm done showing you the basics of it, and we're going to start working on projects. And that is something we're going to use is text, okay? So if you don't see text, you can just bring up that window, and it will bring it up. And then I want you to click Type Tool, and then I want you to type your name. You cannot see it. Why can't you see it? It's because my name's white on white. So I can change the fill, and since King Kong's a darker color, I probably don't want to do my text in black. So I'm just going to choose that bright red, and now you can see I have my name on here as well, and it's not going to show up until halfway through. If I decide, oh, I actually want to go here, I can click and drag. Okay, there's my name, perfect. It looks a little crappy right now, but that's okay. I can right click on the end, and you can see there's some transitions if you want to do. We're going to look at that later, especially when we start taking these and we start putting them on the same track. We'll start doing transitions as well within there, but not right now. Okay, so here's the quick little demo, and we're going to get started on projects. It's a lot different, but you can have a lot of fun because not only is it visual, but we're going to add audio and we're going to add an animation, and it's going to be a good time.